Anyway, we're back. Sorry about that. I'm just glad you're alright. Yeah, and the damage to the truck wasn't that bad either. It seems like you learned something as well. Please be more careful next time. Well, please accept this as a token of our thanks. Quest, missing person complete. Received a Celestial Bomb EX, as well as 3,000 Mira. It wasn't great for rewards, but, you get some, get a bit of money out of it. Anyway, I'm gonna make another save now, because my, thing disconnected at, like, the worst time. I want to at least finish this nighttime stuff before calling it an episode. Anyway, we're looking for the Nuit Blanc, which is way over here. The high-class club, Nuit Blanc. And it looks pretty high-class, too. I bet they have good wine and lovely hostesses inside. Alright, keep your eyes in your head. Of course, I've never been in a place like this, even for work. I hope the employees buy our story. Oh, someone's coming out. Oh man, that 30-year-old vintage sure is something. That's Lord Ballard, so he came to a place like this. Thank you very much for your patronage today. Please, be sure to visit again. Oh yes, what a nice evening it was. After tomorrow's trouble is cleared up, I might stop by again. Alright, how about making some signs celebrating my appointment as the head of House Cayenne? Of course, sir. Please, be careful on your way back home tonight. Yes, very good, very good. So that's the new leader of House Cayenne? He certainly does his rumors justice. The conference is tomorrow, but he was at a place like this until late. Despite all that, I hear he's actually quite shrewd. He made a huge profit by investing in a Rhineford plant in the west. Is that so? So that's what he's famous for. I heard he violated his privilege as an interim supervisor, doing whatever he wants most of the time. Now, let's prepare to accept our general customers. Plan to open at 2100 hours. Yes. I need to do my makeup again. Excuse me a moment. Oh, are you guests? I do apologize, but we are not open yet. We're preparing for now, so would you please come back later? Oh, that's too bad. I really wanted to play. Is there any other customer who owns the entire place like that? No, lately it's just been that one customer. I'm afraid I can't provide any further details due to confidentiality, but I can say he has visited every day for the past few days. I am very grateful for the business. I see. Seems like this place is well guarded. Yeah, seems it won't be easy to get to the right constellation. Please excuse me then. Oh my, are you the famous Ashen Chevalier, Rean Schwarzer? Oh? Huh, I'm surprised you recognized me in the evening light. Well, it's part of my work to recognize people. And each of you with him seem to be extraordinary in their own way. Suppose you're interested in the previous management of our club, then. Your previous management? Then you mean... What are you up to? You're not gonna come out and tell us the Crimson Berserker is here, are you? Take it as you will. Since those people came the other day, they've not been back to our shop. And if you want to trace their footsteps in Raquel, you might as well give up. Oh. Well, I'm glad we can cut to the chase right away. Can you confirm there's no connection between your club and that group now? Don't be absurd. They're only stopping by to say their greetings after such a long time, it seems. Well, I wouldn't want to waste any more of the Ashen Chevalier's time. Next time you visit, please do so as a customer. You girls as well. Be good practice for our hostesses, so be on the house. Oh, you flatter us. Then we'll definitely stop by. Well, please excuse us. Nuit Blanc, the Club the Red Constellation used to operate. Whether they still have a connection aside, the manager seems like quite a character. Who's this girl that keeps, like, popping in and out of the frame here? Yes, but he didn't seem to be lying. That's true. He didn't try to cover anything up to get us to leave. Should we put the Red Constellation on hold for now? Yeah, we don't have time, so let's proceed to our other clue. According to the information on Zephyr, they've been at the members-only Club Alicia. Alright, let's head over there. Well, so they say, but, there's actually a sub-event to the southwest here. It's Marcos Ballard puking his guts out. Oh. Lord Ballard, please, you mustn't. Ugh. I am Duke Cayenne. I don't know what he's saying. I'm just making shit up. I'm the best. Oh, jeez. What a troublesome man. That's adorable. I'm glad I went to see that. I'm the CEO of Burger King. Anyway. Alicia. This is where Zephyr was supposed to be. Should we enter then? Welcome to Casino Alicia. Please, show us your member cards. Membership cards? So you need those to enter? Casino often uses these policies as part of crime prevention. Oh no, you must be new here. We can make you member cards if you like. It's 1,000 mira per person. As long as you have one card, the others can be treated like guest members. 1,000 mira, right? Okay then, make a card for me, please. In that case, please have the RMP pay for it. Oh, it's fine, he's not a kid anymore. Don't try to take over for him or he'll lose face. Oh, I see. I didn't know. Anyway, don't worry, I got it. Alright then, I'll make your card right away. They waited a while, and then Rean got his member card from the bunny girl. Paid 1,000 mira for a membership card. Anyway, we're gonna make another save here. And the reason we're doing that is because There's like an 80% chance I'll lose this card game that's coming up. Not against the bunny girl herself, but, well, you'll see. Once we show them this card, this will be our last investigation for the evening. Is there anything we need to do here tonight? Nope, we're good. Oh, are you heading in now? Please, follow me, you four. Wow. Whew, I've never been in here before. As expected of a casino in an entertainment town, it seems to be crowded too. Too bad we don't have much time to play. I'll have to come back next time. You're sneaky too. I bet you use your own cards or something. Wow, I really want to come back here when we have time. For now, let's see if we can get any information on Zephyr. We better be careful as we look around. Right, got it. Anyway, there's a guy with a green star here, so let's talk to him first. Well, what do you guys say? Today's prize is 10 million Mira, enough to make any dream you have come true. 10 million? Seems like this has happened before. Yes, it was last year. It was a commoner who was just about to fold. His rule was never to keep any of the Mira he won. Always bet it back. He ended up using all he had left after getting along with the other people in the club. I heard he had regretted it quite a bit when he came to. Huh, that sounds really lame. Yeah, it would have been a cool story without that last part. Well, given the mood in here, I bet he was drunk. Story about a high roller in casino. This might be info that Monk's interested in. So you know what that means. Hey, Monk. We got a story about a drunk for you. Who pinged me? Nobody important. Okay. And is there anything else I have to do in this area? Like a secret book or something? Nope. Okay. Well then, we got the exclamation point on the second floor here, so let's, check it out. Seems like there's a big crowd here, and I recognize that hair anywhere. I recognize these jerks. That big crowd looks like it's at a poker table. Should we go check it out? Going to the poker table will end the Rackwell investigation. Yeah, no shit. Zephyr's right there. They're not even hiding it. Excuse me for butting in. Oh, it finally came! Looks like my luck's ran out. I've had it. It's okay to cancel that bet now, isn't it? Pulling out now would bring shame to the title of king, would it not? Now you've said it. Oh, dealer. Let's get started already. Well then, please show your hands. Read 'em and weep. A full house. How naive. 4 of a kind. Huh? Pardon the old man here. Seems I've inadvertently kicked it into high gear, though. A royal straight flush? Whoa! No way! What a splendid bluff! Well then, please pass all your chips over. Oh, come on, you guys. They're cheating. Sorry. As expected of our leader. You're skilled as always. No way. That has to be some kind of hoax. What's wrong, Zeno? You fell for the bluff too, you know. You're young. Don't be due down. I'll treat you to a beer after this. It's immature to pick on someone when they're down, boss. You guys. Whoa. Hey there, young one. Long time no see. Ever since Sutherland. Long time no see to you too, Purple Lightning. Yeah, long time no see, leader of Zephyr. It's kind of troubling to hear you speak so amicably with us. Zephyr, I see. I heard about them. That's where Fee was. And this is the Jaeger King, just like the information said. Oh, long time no see to you too, Icy Maiden. And I really feel like I've seen that other young lady here somewhere before. You got some good-looking women with you, kid. I'm jealous. So, why are we standing around talking? How about we go into the lounge over there? Seems like you got plenty you want to talk about, huh? Yes, that sounds good. You don't want any liquor after all? It's a nice night, so don't hold back. This is their special gold brand. It's on us, so go ahead. In a way, it's like we're giving them money. Well, we are working after all. And I wouldn't really want to get drunk in front of you guys. You're awfully cautious. Aw, so you won't go along with us. This old man's gonna cry. But to think the daughter of one of the 4 great houses would be along with the Icy Maiden, a commissioned officer. I'm currently here on my time off. Well, since I ended up in Rackwell anyway. Well, since I ended up in Lemaire anyway, I just had to see the nightlife of Rackwell City. Exactly, you get it too. You don't have to be on guard like that. I did want to thank you properly for taking in Fee anyway. That's not something you can thank any one of us for. As fellow classmates in Class 7, we simply looked out for one another. Class 7 and now the Bracer Guild. Fee has really chosen her own path. If you really want to thank us, how about you make time to go talk to her yourself as her former guardian? Jeez, that hurts to hear. Well, when you put it like that, we don't really have a good excuse. Still, we are grateful. Just like we said on that big ship before. Understood. So how about we move on to the main topic? You won't try to say you're in this area by coincidence, I assume? Are you planning something with the Black Workshop? Oh. Coming on strong. I don't hate that sort of thing. It's fine to try and get even more into the core of things, isn't it? For example, that thing you saw in Sutherland. I bet you're curious, aren't you? That purple shadow. There's lots of things I want to ask you, but will you answer without giving us any trouble? Well, certainly not for free. We have a confidentiality agreement after all. We can't just talk about things until enough time goes by. So then, how about we have a match first? Huh? Is that a Vantage Masters deck? Yep. This game wants me to play a card game against Rutger. Oh, that's the card game that's been more popular recently. We're pretty into it ourselves. If you can beat us, we'll explain more. Information for a card game? You're as difficult to deal with as ever, aren't you, old man? Leader. If they complain, don't come crying to me. I'm just giving the young ones a chance. Now, come. Take the information you want with your own hands. Are you in, Rean Schwarzer? It's fine. I'll tell you. But the Jaeger's way is to take the information you want with your own two hands. That good with you? This really is V's dad. Understood. I'll accept. I mean, I've played Blade plenty of times before, but games that require deck building always seem too complicated for me. I'm confident with blackjack and poker, but... and I have no doubt you'd be the winner in poker, Major. Anyway, these are unopened competition decks I just bought. I see. I see. So you're saying it's a fair game? Allow me to be the judge then. I'll decide that the decks aren't rigged. Huh. Do what you want. Well then, allow me to take one game. I'm in two. How should we pair up? Oh, I'll face the Purple Lightning. I'll face the Icy Maiden then. I'd like to see her in action. Then I'm with you. Let's have a good battle. Alright, let's get started. Oh god. After that, they confirmed the competition decks were legit, and then the games began. Ugh. Alright, I think I'll play Conjuration here. You won't move your trump card, right? Wow, you're good. I'll strengthen and attack with Blaze. This deals 6 damage to your master. That's a strong attack. Instructor Sarah, Major Claire. They got used to the game well enough to put the pressure on them at least. You've been awful quiet for a while. I'm assuming you're at your limit. I'll use the Curia Bell skill. That cures all damage. Ugh, I can't lose here. You're all pathetic. What? That voice. Everyone from Class 7? Why are you here? Why are you in a casino? You're all underage. We're here. Just when I thought we finally found you. Ooh, I recognize some of you from back then. And some of you are new. Long time no see, Black Rabbit. Huh. So what have you been up to? That's what we want to know. That card game seems rather complicated. Yeah, we can talk later. I see. You're out of your league, Valentine. I'll take over. What? What was that? I also have some skill with this game. I'm not as good as calculating as you, Major, but maybe I could take over? Wait, is that okay? I guess we did just learn this on the fly. Yes, it seems like they have more experience than we do. You don't mind, do you? There's no problem here. You looked at your hands and decided to turn them over to someone else. Ash, Muse. Huh. What an interesting development. I can't believe I'm gonna have to play a frickin' card game. God damn it, I hate this card game. I wish this was Blade. At least, you know, you could deal with Blade in a minute. So, what do you say, young one? Should we reshuffle to make it interesting? Are you sure? You're winning already. Well, it's not exactly fun to beat someone who's distracted. So this time, I'll give it my all and take you out. Understood. We'll do as you suggest. How about we use your own deck since we're here? Of course, I can use mine as well. His deck seems pretty strong. I'm not that into it, so I'm not confident in my own deck. I'm just gonna use the borrow deck. If you win with your own deck, you get 3 AP, and if you win with the borrow deck, you get 1. So... no, I'm fine with this deck. Keep the conditions the same. I like that. Well then, I've reshuffled. Let's get ready, shall we? Are those two gonna be okay? I don't know, but all we can do is leave it to them. Instructor is facing the Jaeger King. He can't let his guard down. It's up to you guys now. You too, Rean. Okay, Rean and Rutger. Battle. Begin. Here we go. Come at me. Alright. It's time to duel. Not a very strong opener. I don't know how to card game, guys. Jesus Christ. Wait, no. What? Oh my god. No. So apparently you can keep trying over and over again, or you can just say, hey, no, I quit, fuck this. This sucks. Anyway, I'll try not to get a tie this time. And I'll try to use the regular deck rather than my own, because... Jeez, what part of this is fair? Okay, what do I do? Oops, I should have done that afterwards. I hate this. I hate this. I don't know what I'm doing. What an awful game. That was a pain in the ass. I will take my 1 AP. Because, yeah, deck building is just a pain in the ass. Alright, we did it. Eventually. Whew. Master defeat. Rean's victory. Whew. I did it somehow. It was the hardest fight in the game. So that's it. He did it. He did well to win. And Muse and Ash. This should end it. No way. 3 consecutive Vanish cards? That's 18 points of damage. Oh, jeez. Where are you hiding that trick? So then you... Are you gonna accuse me of cheating without any proof? It's totally legal to save your trump cards until the end. You're an interesting guy. Well then, my turn is over. And I'll lose on my next turn. Not bad. It was decided when you used the Tide card 3 turns ago. I'm impressed you could see your victories so far in advance. Oh, it was just the luck of the draw. Ah. They all managed to win. You two are incredible. Yes, it seems they employed perfect usage of the standard moves and battle formations. Ash probably cheated, but I'm still impressed. Oh, come on. To think all 3 of us would actually lose. Well, I guess the young ones usually win. I must be getting old. Well, I don't really feel that victorious, to be honest. After all, I had to get my students to help, and we did start over. But a victory is a victory, and a promise is a promise, right? Time for your reward. Go ahead. Ask whatever you like. By the way, that purple thing you saw before? It's called Zektor. I can't tell you more about it due to a confidentiality agreement. The purple knight we saw in Sutherland? Zektor. It does kind of sound like a Divine Knight's name. So, questions other than that? It appears that including you guys, there are 4 groups at work. Zephyr, Red Constellation, Needhog, and the Purple Group. What are each of your goals? Oh. Right to the point as always. Well, of course you'd ask that. Each of us is pursuing something different, but there are 2 broad camps. On one side is the Red Constellation and the Purple Jaegers. And on the other side is us and Needhog, hired by the government. The government hired those Black Jaegers? Is that right? I did suspect they were working for someone like that. I assume that just because you're in the same camp doesn't mean you were hired by the government too. Yes, that's right. Well, we're sort of backing up Needhog by coincidence. I guess we've already been found out in terms of who hired us. We don't even have to tell you that Red Constellation is hired by the Society. But the problem is the Purple Jaegers. I'm sure you've already realized it, Sarah Valentine. The group that was decimated in the Northern Campaign, but still can throw their pride away. They're the group who withdrew from the Northern Jaeger Corps. The Northern Jaegers. They were the ones... It's the name of a big Jaeger Corps that was based in Northumbria. So that was the case after all. Sarah. Hey, wait a minute. These three beat you fair and square. Isn't it a bit stingy just to give the name and affiliations? Hey now, don't ask us to completely ignore our confidentiality agreements. I think this is more than enough for a reward, don't you think? Oh. You. So I was right. It was a good fight, though. See you again somewhere. So he was holding back this whole time? Mother... Yeah. What a jerk. Later, big guy. It was fun. Let us face each other again if we have a chance. Farewell. These cards. He left this sort of combo. Then that means... There's no way around it. He was saving a huge damage combo for the end. He could have used this at any moment, but he decided to hold back. In other words, he lost on purpose, no matter how you look at it. Oh. Based on this, it seems pretty likely. Jeez. The Invisible Knight's one thing, but he was planning to do something he didn't even have a chance to do? No, this was the result of formidable superior tactics. So that's the Jaeger King, then. Well, a win's a win. I wouldn't go complaining about it. The information we got might have only been a little bit, but I believe the ramifications will be immense. You should be proud, Rean. And you too, Muse and Ash. Oh. Thank you. Huh. Guess you're in my debt now. But thanks for coming, guys, really. But I suppose I should ask you why you're in a casino in the first place? Oh my, I'm feeling dizzy suddenly. I'm not used to all that pressure. Oh, you're full of it. Wait, I'm just as guilty. Right, they insisted on backing you up, instructor. I have seen the Vantage Master card game around. Perhaps I need to practice myself. That's not the problem here. Students like you shouldn't be in a place like this. "10:30 p.m. You are incorrigible! Just like last time, and the time before that, you're always going off on your own. Backing up Instructor Schwarzer, why did you think that was necessary? Well, that's... We have no excuse. Right. Major, I already did scold them myself. So how about we just leave it at that? Be quiet! This is up to the jurisdiction of those in charge. It is an outrage to defy an order and slip out. You're going to hear it from me until lights out. No, but if I go to bed too late, I'll break out. I'm getting tired already. Please don't yell at me. Well, I feel bad for them. There's nothing we can do. Well, it might be good for them to get a good yelling to once in a while. I apologize. I had them help me get information out of the Jaegers. Well, that's a different matter entirely. But we did get some pretty concerning info. Yeah. The Jaeger crew that withdrew from Northumbria, right? The remnants after they were dispersed after Northumbria was annexed. Actually, the majority of the Northern Jaegers were incorporated into the local army. But there were a few of them who went missing. Yeah, they most likely fled to the center of the continent. But I never thought they would come to the Lemare province, all the way at the west side of the Empire. And the fact that they equip new armaments and protectors means that the society must be controlling them. Well, since they're in the same camp as the Red Constellation, that seems likely. This is all getting complicated. I'm pretty surprised that the Imperial government hired Needhog, too. That was information the RMP was not made aware of. But I did hear that the Intelligence Division is able to make use of Jaeger Corps for top-secret missions. Lecter might know the details better, so if I could meet with him tomorrow... Stop right there, Rivelt. In that outfit, you're off duty, and yet you're going around collecting information? How about you keep your place as a member of the military in mind? You are an elite, after all. Right. Claire, stop letting this guy yell at you. He's not your superior officer. You're the same rank. Ugh. Follow your orders and return to the capital tomorrow morning. And the rest of you, it's getting late now. I'll be hearing from each of you. Wow, I mean, I guess that's his job, but he's pretty stubborn, isn't he? He does a good job keeping an eye on the students, though. Yeah, he's in a tough position, and he's making compromises for us. In that sense, it seems that some of the edge has been taken off him since we first met. I see. Huh? I've already notified everyone about the information from today. Sarah, Major Claire, I've had a room arranged for you guys. Got it. Thanks a lot. You're reliable as always. Angie, can I ask you to share a room with me? But of course. Let's flirt the night away, like old times. Oh dear. I just love how Toa's unfazed by that at all. She's like, yeah, I'm taking Angie to bed with me, so what? Yeah. I hate Major Michael. It's so mean to Claire, and I don't get it. She doesn't deserve that crap. Randy's totally out. Being able to sleep on demand's a sign of a good soldier, I guess. But I feel like I haven't talked to them enough yet. It's been a whole year for me and everyone in Class 7. The moon's pretty tonight. How about a walk in the evening breeze? I shouldn't go too far though. Tomorrow will be an early morning after all. Why are you... Oh, that's... Is someone outside? That doesn't sound like students, though. Someone might be there. Should I check? Stop what you're doing, Claire. You may have His Excellency's favor, but if you keep doing what you did today, he'll strangle you. You don't understand, brother. Who's there? That was careless. Sorry, I didn't mean to overhear. Rean Schwarzer, eavesdropping is not admirable. Well, that's my warning. You need to think about it yourself. About whether you should have been taken in by him 10 years ago. Okay, so that's why she's taking so much shit from him. 'Cause he's her brother. Probably older brother. But still. You can't just talk to your sister like that. Are you kidding me? What a piece of shit. I hate Major Michael even more now. I'm sorry. I just wanted to go outside and feel the night air. Tomorrow's an early day. I'm gonna head back to my room. Rean? Would you spend a little time with me? I'd like to continue what I talked about with you before. I think the moonlight will inspire me to talk a little. I see. Alright, go ahead then. The truth is, Major Irving's related to me. Originally, his name was Michael Rivelt. He's my cousin. Oh, okay, they're not brother and sister, but they're cousins. Still, that's no excuse for that bullshit. Cousin, I see. Somehow I had the feeling there was a bit of a relationship between you two. Yeah, but 10 years ago, brother threw away his Rivelt name. He took my aunt's name, on his mother's side of the family. That was when his father, my uncle, snatched my family away and sent me to the gallows. Wait, the gallows? What? You might know it, but my family owned the Rivelt Company. We were originally from St. Arc. The company was well known for making musical instruments. My father was the president, and my uncle was the vice president. Our management was stable and sound, and all of us in the family got along fine. Though rare at the time, an horrible car accident happened. The driver was driving a stolen car and fled the scene. and in the end, the accident's cause was never determined. Even though it took the lives of my father, mother, and brother. It was a miracle that I survived at all, and I was taken in by my uncle. He assumed responsibility for the company, being the vice president. While I felt enormous gratitude to my uncle and his family, I had always thought the same thing. Why? Why did I survive? But then I realized what was going on. While I was organizing my father's belongings, I came across the ledgers from the past few years. And as I leafed through it, I noticed something strange. Originally, the Riveld company produced quality instruments at affordable prices. But I saw a tremendous amount of sales at unbelievable prices. When considering what that could possibly mean, I checked the other ledgers, and I realized what was going on. What my uncle, acting as vice president, had done behind my father's back. He had mass-produced instruments in foreign companies and sold them as domestic goods, making tremendous profit. It was fraud. He sold knockoff products to rich people, making a mockery of the work of the maestros who made the real products. My father had discovered the truth of what was going on, and when he moved to stop my uncle, the accident occurred. When I confronted him, he didn't even act surprised and admitted to it right away. You have no proof, and even if you did, I have powerful nobles at my side. There's no point struggling. I'll make you regret being the only one who survived. It was awful, and I was so sad and depressed. And when I was at my darkest hour, that person showed up. Your father was famous during his days at the military academy. I wanted to come earlier, but regrettably, I got caught up in official business. For some reason, he knew the entire truth behind the accident. And he was not surprised that I knew the truth. He had told me. That is your integrated sense of information synthesis. Due to your ability to immediately grasp the whole truth from the fragments you've seen, you were able to determine the innate truth behind the accident. I intended to judge the situation myself, but I have changed my mind. How about avenging your parents and your brother with your own deductive abilities? I was scared and lost, but I couldn't let go of my father, my mother, and my little brother's smile that I wanted to protect more than anything. Going along with His Excellency's advice, I started to collect all the evidence I could regarding the accident. The background, the motivation, work to conceal it, the execution, all forms of indisputable evidence so the lawyers couldn't dispute anything. Finally, I got through to Lord High Arms, the man who colluded with my uncle. And a strict judgment was carried out. My uncle was sentenced to death. But the cost was high. I lost my family and my hometown. I transferred the management rights of the company to the veteran employees. And with the recommendation of His Excellency, I applied for admission to a traditional military academy in the suburbs of the capital. I had entered Thor's military academy. Claire. I finally understand why you believe in Chancellor Osborne, why you follow his orders, and why you look so sad sometimes. Major Michael must have been worried about you. Yes, he can be harsh, but I can tell he really cares for you. He doesn't, though. Right. It was a coincidence we both joined the RMP, but he was always there for me, as my senpai, and my family. But I don't think I deserve any of that. I was driven by hatred, and without mercy I forced the death penalty on my uncle. 10 years ago, my aunt who I loved and my cousins screamed at me. I did all of that to them. I'm sure they still hate me to this day. I don't think so. At the very least, at this moment, Major Michael does care for you. Everyone you know, well, even if they butt heads with you like Instructor Sarah, they all could never dislike you. Especially Milliam, Major Lecter, Elise, and Princess Alphen. Not to mention Yuna, all the former Class 7, and of course me. Rean. Well, this isn't good. When you say all of that, you remind me so much of my little brother. What was his name? His name was Emil. He'd be exactly the same age as you, if he was still alive. Thank you for listening to me. But I won't think of you as my younger brother anymore tonight, from this night on. It's not fair to my brother, or to you. Good night. Please have good dreams. Yeah, I bet he will. God damn. Am I dreaming? That's right. This was just a mirage created by the moonlight. Let's leave it at that. Dude, no. She wants you to go to her cabin, and... Come on, Rean. You're heading over to Claire's room right now. If that's not the okay to go ahead, I don't know what is. Whatever. Anyway, let's see what's happening in this room here. So that's what happened. Yeah. Ever since then, I really felt blessed I was to know you and George. They must be happy to see each other again. It's understandable. They haven't seen each other in over a year, after all. Oh, that must be Rean out there. Oh, really? Hey, come on in. You got me. I thought I was hiding my presence. You seem even more perceptive than before, Angelica. Yes, I actually visited quite a few schools of peaceful flow when I was traveling. I ended up absorbing quite a bit more Kung Fu techniques as well. Pretty sure that means Taito. Right. You seem even sharper now. Huh. So if you study the flow, you must have met up with your master, too. Yeah, he's from the Republic, so it's not easy meeting up with him. I gotta ask him about all sorts of things, though, so it was a pretty productive meeting. Huh? Oh, well, I don't know much about martial arts, but... So how far did you actually get on your bike tour of the continent? Well, it wasn't technically everywhere on the continent. I went to Liberl, Remiferia, Ored State, and even Altair and Lemon. But then as I was making my way to the east side of the continent... But it's still quite hard to get to East Samaria. Don't need it. I'm busy. Okay. Sorry about that. East Samaria, I've heard rumors about droughts and deserts, and the only places people can live are becoming rare. Yeah, it's been like that for a while, and many people are fleeing west into Calvard. Actually, my master Yun Kafai recently went there. Really now? I guess that's what I'd expect from the 8 Leaves 1 Blade Master. In my case, I consulted with the local guild, and there are routes to get in, but it could take over 6 months to get there. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. My master said something similar in his letter. He said that the energy had been depleted in that region. Well, it sounds like there's plenty of problems over there. If the Empire wasn't in this position, I'd like to go over there and help as well. George said something similar, you know? He asked if there was something he could do with technology to support the people of the unconverted East. In reality, if we could solve the problems of the Empire now, it might be a good challenge for us and the rest of Class 7 in the future. Ah, Angie. You really are nice, Angie. But actually, we've already been helped out a lot by people from outside the Empire, too. Right, in that sense, one day we should contribute not just for the Empire, but for all of Zemuria, don't you think? Exactly! Dream high! Have big ambitions! After that, Rean, Angelica, and Toa discussed the present state of affairs some more. And then, because it was close to bedtime, Rean bid them good night. Alrighty then. Let's check in with a few more people. Like Instructor Sarah, who is of course at the bar. Oh, what's wrong? Can't sleep? Not really. It just felt like so much has happened, it'd be a good idea to check in on people. Huh, I see. Hey, Rean, you want to talk for a bit before you go to bed? Huh? It's nice to take a breather after work. This is a little strong, though, so you might just want to sip it. Ugh! Wow, this is incredible! It's called Spiritus. It's a liquor from North Am. With 95% alcohol content, it's the strongest liquor in the world. Jesus Christ. You trying to kill the poor kid? Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do more than just sip it. But it did feel a little sweet on my tongue. That's what I like to hear. I never thought we'd be able to chat like this. Your new Class 7. It's a good class. We still have a ways to go. I still feel like I'm fumbling around as a teacher. I wish I could do more to guide them, you know? Well, they seem to be about as skilled as you guys were, and are pretty unique as well. I'm sure will all work out in the end. After all, they were worried about you, and went looking for you. Well, I think one of them tempted the others to go, but... So, you already knew who the Purple Jaegers were, didn't you? Yeah. The way they were talking, it just gave me a feeling. And your reaction confirmed it when I saw you. I see. Guess I still have work to do on hiding my feelings. I couldn't do anything at all during the Northern Campaign. It took too long while I was holding back the group of archaisms that were raining fire down on the city. We missed our chance before the occupation to restrain the top members of the Northern Jaegers before the society got to them. And while all that was happening, a ceasefire was reached with the autonomous state's government. I might have been able to hold back the generals who rushed into the city. That's not right, Rean. The occupation of North Ambria was under orders from the Imperial government. I heard that, from those generals aside, even the Imperial army was contracted to go if needed. In that sense, it was already checkmate. But in the midst of that, you saved many thousands, if not tens of thousands of lives. And I think they understood that too. It was probably hopeless for the start. What was left for a country that was taken over by Jaegers? I think that person knew that. That person? Oh, forget about it. Oh, fine. It was the first person I fell in love with. Huh? Even so, he's already a father. 28 years ago, during the Salt Pail phenomenon, he was a person who took in a child who lost their parents when the entire country was covered by salt. A former colonel for the Imperial Army, and the man who started the Northern Jaegers. As long as I can remember, after losing my hometown, the Jaegers who brought their foreign currency were heroes. And the foster father who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern Jaegers. On my father's recommendation, when I was 10 years old, I joined the Young Jaegers division. The training was harsh, and I was 13 by the time I was recognized as a full-fledged member. That's when I tasted actual combat for the first time. It was hell. Fighting for someone else's desires, targeting someone's life. I continued to paint using blood and smoke. Until eventually I became known as the Girl Jaeger, the Purple Lightning. But I reached my limit. When I turned 18, I was given my own squad as a company commander. And we embarked on a mission to fight in a proxy war between a big noble family and a large corporation on the outskirts of the Empire. The enemy was Needhog, but just when my troop was beating them back, and it looked like the battle was ours, by trying to avoid innocents, we suffered a devastating counterattack. And when it looked like I wasn't gonna make it, my father saved me. He was serving as the general commander, but when he heard of my troop's peril, He rushed to us and suffered a fatal wound in the process. Now you get it. What it means to be a Jaeger. Think long and hard if this is truly the life you want to live. He was a dandy person who spoke elegantly. Maybe because he was a former Imperial Army soldier. Now that I think about it, he had never looked happy about me fighting as a Jaeger. And then, he had died in my arms while saying that. I lost consciousness after screaming so much. When I came to, I was being treated in an Imperial Army camp. Was that Instructor Beatrix who was treating you at the time? Yeah. They came to check on the status of the Jaeger War that was going on in the outskirts of the Empire. Then Lieutenant Neidhart and Mueller from the Vander family was there as well. And the war finally ended, and all my allies all returned to their homelands. I also ran back to my homeland without even saying thank you at the camp. I was greeted by the warm words of my friends and companions when I got home. The war that killed my father was won, and we got a huge chunk of Mira from the nobles. Now, no one had to starve to death again. When I had heard that, I was so relieved, and for some reason the tears wouldn't stop. In order to save my starving town, we laid waste to innocent foreigners with blood and smoke. That deception was painful, but mostly I just felt sad. After that, I decided to leave my hometown and quit the Jaegers. Making the best use of my combat skills, I joined the Bracer Guild and became a decent A-rank bracer. If nothing else, to send money to Northumbria that I didn't get with the lives of others. I see the truth behind your kindness and your strength. I'm not strong, and I'm not kind. But I think I'm getting closer, even if it's just one step at a time. Closer to the person who was my father, my superior, and my first love. Instructor Sarah. I finally get it. The reason why your habits are that of a rough old man. Hey, I'm a bit self-conscious about being called a father-con, though. Well, it's not like a young man couldn't make my heart flutter either. Oh? I spoke too much. It's because you're such a player, though. You really should apologize for that. Although, it's a bit of a shock I'm the second one after the major. Well then, good night. Sweet dreams. What a crazy day. My eyes are clear, but my heart is surprisingly calm. Well, everyone should be fast asleep by now. I should be careful not to wake them. Well, we got one more place to go. And, no, we will not be getting another kiss from Valimar. Rean, why are you such a pimp? Rean, can't sleep? Yeah, moonlight's so beautiful, and I heard the sound of the waves. By the way, the purple thing you saw is called Zektor. I can't say anything more about that due to our confidentiality agreement. Hey, Valimar. You've heard the name Zektor before, right? Yes, I do recall hearing that name before. This is approximate, but I believe I have relevant information. I believe it is the name of a divine knight defeated by the 6th Imperial Prince 250 years ago. So I was right. Lucius Rice Arnor. He was said to use a bluish-purple divine knight. The actual invoker was a Jaeger group leader commissioned by the prince. He was quite the interesting fellow, it seems, but the prince took a liking to him. Oh, I see. In that sense, it does coincide with the Jaeger King. But that bluish-purple knight was defeated by the Crimson Demon King, right? They're talking about Testarossa from the second game. In that sense, that divine knight is very similar to the one I saw. Concerning the gnomes in the Black Workshop, there's no way to believe they're unrelated. That's true. Well, I'd really like to know if he's an enemy or a friend. Even if he's against the society, I have a hard time believing he's on our side. For now, let's keep an eye on him. Please inform me if there are any further developments or information on this front. Will do. Thank you. Let's make another save. Jeez. I probably should have just gone to see Valimar first. Although Rean's getting all the business. Elisa will be so jealous. And so will Emma and Laura and Fee and I guess everyone. Everyone will be jealous. It's gone late. I should head back to bed. Well, I'm missing 2 AP there because I didn't want to do that. But we get the Hades quartz for doing that, and we get the Crimson Lionheart medal because we're so good at doing the Academy fulfillment points. And our total AP is 5 away from maximum. And we got some rewards from Monk and Vivi, because we got them radio stories and photographs. We also gave Rosine the 3rd copy of the Black Records. So yeah, we got some pretty useful stuff there. I realized it was just going to give me the save prompt here. I would have just save prompted here. Anyway, this is probably a good point to stop for the day. I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoyed. A lot certainly happened, and seems like we got a little bit more information on these 4 Jaeger Corps that are prowling around here. Hopefully we'll be able to do something to stop them. That doesn't involve me playing card games, because that was terrible. Anyway, hope you all had a good night. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, excellent. Thanks for coming today, everyone. Have a wonderful night.